Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Walaikum
Walaikum as-salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum as-salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How's everyone?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Jazbhai, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, so far so good.
Let's see. Set up something here. All right. So inshallah, we have a lot of material today and a lot of interesting material, inshallah. So just give a minute or so. There's only 7 people at the moment. Maybe they will join in a minute or so. And if you remember, or if you know anyone who's supposed to be here, maybe you can send them a message. Brother Ijaz, Brother Asim has left for Hajj, inshallah?
Yes, alhamdulillah. Yes, he has left for Hajj.
All right. So let's see.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Sister Lubna, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good, alhamdulillah. Okay. So let's start from here. We'll make the dua. Okay. So nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem amma ba'ad a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim bismillahir rahmanir rahim qala Allah ta'ala inna hudallahi huwal huda wa qala rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam khayrukum man ta'allama al-Qur'ana wa 'allama sadaqallahu al-azim wa sadaqa rasuluhul kareem rabbi shrah li sadri وَيَسِّرْ لِي أَمْرِي وَاحْلُلْ عُقْدَةً مِّن لِّسَانِي يَفْقَهُوا قَوْلِي اللهم أرحمني بالقرآن العظيم واجعله لي إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة واجعله لي حجة يا رب العالمين ربي يسر ولا تؤسر وتمم بالخير آمين ثم آمين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Walaikum as-salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sister Homa, yes, we are recording on YouTube live. So did you see the link, the live link I sent in the WhatsApp group?
No, I was asking about today's session because usually at the beginning of session we receive the message, the recording is on, but today I didn't receive it. Just wondering if you collected recording or not.
Normally I don't record it. I go live on YouTube and it said that you're live streaming.
All right.
Is that the message you're talking about?
Yes, yeah.
And the live streaming is happening and the link is in the WhatsApp. But Jazakallah for reminding.
Yeah.
Inshallah, yeah, the live streaming should be going good. Can somebody test it while I'm busy with the other things? Just click on the link I sent in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So last week, what we did was we did the emphasis in the nominal sentence. Yeah. So do you guys still remember what we talked about?
Yes.
All right. And it was not a very hard subject, right?
No.
No. Okay. So we just want to quickly review that, because the subject I have today is also related to that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me quickly do something here. I'll be right back with you. All right. So we said there are two, there are two particles of emphasis. One of them is lam ta'kid, and the second one is the inna. Yeah. And Zaidun Salihun is our nominal sentence. Okay.
Yeah.
And we need to learn how to apply this inna and lam ta'kid. And it was very simple. We could either use lam ta'kid on the mubtada, la Zaydun salihun, and it will say, indeed, Zayd is salih, Zayd is righteous. And he created the emphasis, and no change happened to the sentence. However, in the second one, when we said inna, it made a change to mubtada. It changed it to from rafa to nasab, right? And salihun, the khabar, stayed the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we changed the name to ismu inna instead of mubtada. So Zaydan is no longer called mubtada, is known as ismu inna. Yeah. And in this one is khabru inna, right? So this was the first level of emphasis. We said, okay, either we use lam ta'kid or we use inna. Simple enough. Then we said we could also use both of them in the same sentence. Then the inna comes first, and the lam ta'kid go a little bit later in the sentence, and is sat on the khabar. And then lam doesn't change anything, so salihun stayed salihun, but Zaydan changed because of the inna. Right? Okay, good. And then we said we can take an oath. We said wallahi. We can take somebody's oath, right? So wallahi is the best oath because we take the oath on Allah. And then we are saying inna Zaydan la salihun. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now here, based on this, what we did, let me show you over here. For example, I sent you this ayah. Did you guys take a look at this ayah? Look at this. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Inna fi khalqis samawati wal ardi wa ikhtilafil layli wan nahari la ayatil li ulil albab. Do we see emphasis here, guys?
Yes.
How many emphasis we see?
Inna, la,
Inna here is and usually inna starts in the beginning of the sentence.
Yes.
Yeah. And this lam over here, is it lam with the fatha?
Yes.
So isn't that what we are trying to, get from with the lam ta'kid? Surely are signs. Inna and look, it's a pretty long sentence, and look how far in the sentence the lam ta'kid showed up after inna. Yeah. So this example right here is what I've been trying to highlight, that this is what you have learned, and this should make us feel happy because now, mashallah, we can understand this. Okay. So just to emphasize this topic, I sent you earlier this information.
yes.
So let's look at this information for a second. So what we've been talking about is this: the particle of emphasis and accusative case, because what inna does, it makes things into nasab. Yeah? So it's called particle of emphasis and accusative case, because it will force the thing coming after it into the status of nasab. So inna has many meanings. We can translate inna into indeed, verily, truly, surely. These are some of the translations you will see in the Quran. And it is only used in a nominal sentence. So if you see inna, you will start to guess right away that the sentence coming after is a nominal sentence. Yeah. And it is the particle of emphasis. We just said that, right? And what it does, it makes the subject, which is known as mubtada, of the sentence accusative. So what does it do? It changes the mubtada into from rafa to nasab. Okay. And look at this example here. Innal kitaba jadidun. Innal kitaba jadidun, right? Now it's supposed to be this before the inna, the sentence was al-kitabu jadidun. Yes, the book the book. Al-kitabu, the book, is new. Yes. So al-kitabu is the mubtada and jadidun is the khabar. Agreed?
Yeah.
When you add inna, what happened to kitab? From al-kitabu, it become al-kitaba.
Ba.
Why? Because it's a singular. So we know in singular, the last letter, the haraka will change the status. So fatha is the status of nasab, right? And the jadidun, it says the same, no change, but this is now harfu taqid wa nasbin. Yes. If I give you this is also making it nas wa nasbin. You see that this wow here, wa nasbin, and it is making it into nasab. Al-kitabu started to become known as ismu inna, because what is the particle here? Inna. We call it ismu inna, and the khabar will be khabaru inna. If these are the high level rules, if you got it, then you're good. Yeah? I think most of you got this, right?
Yes. Alhamdulillah.
So now our interest has been into these attached pronouns. Yes?
Yeah.
And attached pronouns are of two status, nasab and jar. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we are interested in inna, what status we are interested in?
Nasab.
Nasab, jazakallah khair. But in attached pronouns, the nasab and jar, they look identical. We know that it is for nasab and it is for jar. But if you start using them, you will feel no difference because they look identical. Exact? Yeah? Agree?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, but we know that if there is a harf jar and if there is a attached pronoun after that, what is the status of attached pronoun?
Jar, majroor.
Jar, majroor, right?
Yes.
And if there is inna, and if there is a attached pronoun after that, then the status is
Nasab.
nasab. Mashallah. Jazakallah khair. So we know that this is hu, huma, hum, ha, huma, hunna, ka, kuma, kum, ki, kuma, kunna,
Kunna. Yeah.
na. Okay. And so what we are interested in this table. So when you take inna and you attach it with the hu, it will become innahu. And how many times? I'm sure you will start to notice that this is in the Quran. It is a lot of time. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So it will be indeed he. Innahu will be indeed he. Yes? For example, innahu tabibun. Innahu tabibun. Indeed, he is a doctor. Is there an emphasis in there? If I say huwa tabibun, he is a doctor. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we know that huwa is rafa, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. But the moment I bring inna says I need something of nasab. So what is the nasab version of huwa?
Tabib.
Who, right? Because the attached pronoun, right? Who,
Yes.
huwa will change into who. And huwa was detached, but who is attached. So it's going to get so innahu is
Brother, we lost your
harf.
voice for 2 seconds. Sorry. Can you
Okay.
repeat what you
Is it
said?
better now? Is it back?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
it's back.
So I said huwa was a detached pronoun, right?
Yes, yes.
So it was by itself. But when
Yes.
we need nasab, the nasab version of a pronoun is attached. So it got attached to the inna,
Yes.
right? So innahu tabibun. So innahu will, the hu over here is going to be known as ismu inna, and tabibun is the khabru inna, and inna is the harfu tawqidu wa nasbin. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, great. So huma, it will become innahuma. Indeed, both of them. Hum, innahum, indeed,
All of them.
all of them. Yeah. Innaha, indeed, she. Innahuma, indeed, both of them. She, female, right? Hunna, innahunna, indeed, all of them female. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I say innaka, indeed you.
You.
Right? Now, how many times we read in the Quran? For example, over here, we will read something like innaka la tukhliful miyad. Indeed, you, innaka, yes, you do not break the promise. Agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this innaka is, there is a harf taqid here, and there is a attached dhamir. And what is the status of this dhamir?
Nasab.
Mashallah. Isn't that very exciting and interesting that we been reading
Yes.
all this, and now, mashallah, we can make sense. So
Yeah.
innaka, innakuma, innakum for the male. Innaki, innakuma, innakunna for female. Now, when it comes to ye, it you will also see innani and inni. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And then innana or
And
inna. So they're both allowed. So sometime you will see innani and sometime you will see innana, but basically they're the same.
Yeah.
This is the short version and this is a little bit longer version.
Brother
Okay.
Robert, there's no difference. There's not a specific rule of where it's going to be nani or inni, or it's just
There could be, but right now, just if we just
for the
focus,
simple, yeah.
for the
That's
sake
fine.
of this,
No worries.
at the
Yeah,
level
yeah.
we are at, if we
Yeah.
just focus on this, I just wanted to highlight that, you know, like this inna, mashallah, with the attached pronouns, we are keep repeating it so that we get, more and more involved into this thing. So this little slide, I hope, is good for all of you.
Yes.
Okay, now let's see how many people are now.
Brother
So
Abid?
let's- Yes, brother Afzal. I was just going to look up your name. So
Okay.
now I'm coming to your question. Unless you have a different question, I was going to show you what you asked me.
Yeah, no, I saw that inna and I saw inna like with the
Okay. So brother Afzal is saying this. He asked me, brother Abid, what is this? Inna sanulki alayka qawlan sakila. And this is from Surah Mudammil. Okay. So, and right after that, there is simple inna. Yeah.
Yes.
So this inna is our emphasis, taqid.
Emphasis.
Yes.
Yeah.
But over here, it is coming with the attached pronoun. And the translation will be indeed we.
Indeed, we.
Because this ana or the alif is from the inna. And again, we saw
there
that.
are three nouns in it. Na. There are inna na.
Okay.
Actually.
So there is innana and there is inna. You
Yeah.
see that? They're both allowed. So if you look at what I'm trying to show you. So this inna and innana, they can be used interchangeably. But what I was going to highlight for brother Afzal, that this is a inna with the dhamir. Yes?
Alhamdulillah, I
Indeed, we.
people and
Got it? Okay, good. So that's why this chart was very important to understand first before we look at this ayah. Yeah? So is there any emphasis in this sentence?
Nice.
There is the emphasis indeed, inna here. Over here, also inna. Isn't the translation indeed?
Yes.
Good. Okay. So with this, I can conclude the review of the, the emphasis one. But now let's go to the second presentation, which is the presentation for today's lecture. Okay. So today we are trying to learn how to make a nominal sentence and make it negative. What is meaning the negative? Meaning we are saying Zaid is righteous. That we have been saying all this time we've been saying Zaid is righteous. But now I want to say Zaid is not righteous. How do I say that? Okay. So the following are the letters or the harfs we're going to use. There are following articles or particles which you can use to create the negative meaning. Laysa, one of them is laysa. Ma, there is la and la'at. and in. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 articles. Yes.
Mm.
Are we going to look at the ma? What are we going to look at? Ma.
Ma.
Okay. So today we will learn the use of the word ma to negate the nominal sentence. All other words have a condition to use, while ma has no condition to use. So in order to learn other ones, we may have to go a little bit advanced, and we will, at some point, we'll do it. But right now, focus on the letter ma. What is the meaning of ma?
What?
No.
No. Oh.
Ma has
What?
many meanings.
Yeah,
Okay.
what?
So one of the meanings of ma is what? Yes, I agree. But over here, what meaning are we learning?
No.
No.
Yes. Okay, good. So look at this. We have been saying Zaidun Salihun.
Yeah.
Yes, Zaid is righteous. Now I want to negate that. I want to say Ma Zaidun Salihan. What did I say now?
Ma Zaidun
Zaidun Salihan.
Salihan, right? So I said Zaid is not righteous. Everybody with me on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember when we added inna? What happened to Mubtada when we added inna?
Mean to nasab.
The Mubtada changed, right?
Yeah.
But when we added inna, did the khabar change?
No.
No.
No. But in here, when we added the ma, the article of negation, did the Mubtada change here?
No.
No. But did the khabar change?
Yes.
Right. And the khabar changed into from Rafa to
Nasab.
Nasab. So we have to understand these before we move on, that these particles, when they get introduced into the sentence, they ask for some change. Inna asks for the change in the Mubtada, and these articles or these particles ask change for the khabar.
Yeah.
Got it? But since this is changing the khabar, can I call Zaidun still Mubtada?
Yes.
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 No.
No.
It's
No?
going to be Ismu Ma.
Yeah.
It's going to be called Ismu Ma
Oh.
and Khabru Ma. Okay.
Yeah.
So later on, you will see Kana. Kana will do the same thing, and it will be known as Ismu Kana, Khabru Kana.
Tabrukan.
Then you will see Laisa. Then you will say Ismu Laisa, Khabru Laisa. Okay. So this new concept will continue with these new additions. So remember, if you see Ismu Ma, Khabru Ma, then meaning that this Ma was negative, and it brought it into the sentence and it made the changes. And after those changes, it's known as Ismu Ma. Is it hard though? Is it?
It's not hard, but we have to learn it. Yeah.
Well, that's what we are doing right now.
Yes. We'll have to practice and learn it.
Yes. Okay. But Zaidun Salihun, you add Ma to it and change the khabar into nasab, and it become a negative sentence. Now, is there any emphasis in this? If I say Zaidun
Yes.
Salihun,
Yes.
no, there's no emphasis.
Emphasis.
At the moment, Zaidun Salihun, normal sentence, no emphasis. Ma Zaidun Salihun, Zaid is not righteous, there is no emphasis in it. I want to say, indeed, Zaid is not Salih. Is there emphasis when I say indeed?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. But the rule is, let's see before I talk about it. So to create emphasis in a negative nominal sentence, we add the harfe ba, harfe jar ba on the khabar of the negative nominal sentence. For example, we'll say Ma Zaidun bi salihin. Ma Zaidun bi salihin. Okay. So we didn't add inna, we added the harfe jar ba on the khabar. Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's.
Now I'm saying, now there is emphasis that
Yeah.
indeed Zaid is not Saleh. Okay. Now here, letter ba, what will be the translation of letter ba if we have to take it as a harf jar? With, in,
With.
yes?
Yes.
With, in. But when we do this, we don't translation with at all. We are just saying this letter ba here becomes letter of tawqid. It will be indeed he is not righteous. Agree?
Oh,
So you stop. Yeah, you're not going to stop. You're not going to do the translation with or in. There is no longer the meaning applies here, the original meaning. The moment you have this tarkeeb or this style of sentence, you're saying indeed Zaid is not Saleh. Okay?
Brother Abid,
Ji, brother Ijaz.
then the khabar will change from
Yes, I was coming to that.
nasab
Yes.
to jar.
Yes, I was coming to that.
Okay.
Jazakallah khair. So now, when we created the emphasis, another change happened. Did we introduce a letter of jar?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So as soon as we do the introduction of harf-e jar also has a demand that it changes the status of the noun coming after it. Is salihun a noun? Yes. So it was in the status of nasab, salihan. Yes. So
No,
now
it's
when you
okay.
add the letter ba, it will become salihin. But we know those rules. So we notice
Lost.
that. Losing again?
Yeah, like for a few seconds.
Look like the internet today we're
Yeah.
having issues with it.
Yeah,
It's
there
okay,
was
you
some
can just repeat.
interruption. We did not hear
Yeah.
you properly.
Okay, so I was saying that the moment we introduced the letter ba,
Mhm.
it required the ism coming after it to go into the status of jar. Right?
Mhm.
That's what I said. And so the moment we created the emphasis from salihan, it become bi salihin. Yes.
The ba is harf-e-jar.
The letter ba is harf jar. It forced it from the nasab to jar, but we are not going to translate with or in for the letter ba. We are going to say Zaid is indeed not righteous. Agree?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, in the Quran, for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the people used to say anta majnoonun. Yes, that you are a crazy person. Is anta majnoonun a nominal sentence?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him what? He said, Ma anta majnoonan. That no, you're not crazy person. Right? Didn't Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reassured him that he's not crazy?
Yes.
Okay. So majnoonun was rafa. The moment you added ma, it become majnoonan. Is majnoonan nasab?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So why do we got an extra alif there? Now I have quietness.
Sorry,
I'm sure. Yes.
can you
I
say
said-
again?
I said that majnoonan is nasab, but there is an extra alif there.
The emphasis?
No, it's not.
Does
Not
it go-
emphasis. It's
Then it goes
or to
back-
make it
back
into the nas
Fine.
status.
Okay, one at a time. So Sister Uneza, you're saying you're making it nasab. Yeah. So what happens
Yeah.
when you make it nasab?
We added the I mean the
Okay. I'll give you a hint.
kasratan. Yeah.
Okay, kasratan is fine. I am no problem with that. I am saying that majnoonun, it changed with an alif. There is an alif there. So the hint is gender. You have to look at the gender. It's a very
Masculine.
beginning masculine, right? So what happened to masculine? So what happens to masculine when you make it into nasab?
You will add alif.
You add alif. Yes.
Yes.
From the very basic
Oh
class.
yeah,
we had-
Musliman. Yes. Yes. Sorry.
Think about these things. What happened to majnoonun? Now,
Sorry,
if I have to go,
I was looking for something very more deeper than the simple thing.
sometimes it's a very simple thing I'm looking for. Very simple
Sure.
thing I'm looking
Like
for.
Musliman and
Brother
Musliman.
Abid,
Yes.
don't ask
but
us simple questions.
Okay, so now I get it. You guys are the tough ones. Okay, so I have to ask you only the tough questions. Okay, now we are going to create emphasis on it, right? So we are going to say Ma anta bimajnunin.
Nin.
You see what happened? The majnoon came back. The alif is gone. But now in the rafa, in the jar status, we don't need a noon, extra noon. We only need noon in the nasab only for the male, feminine, masculine noun.
Masculine.
Got it? So now he's saying, you are indeed not crazy person. Yeah? Is there emphasis now?
Yeah, B.
Yes? And we have seen this ayah in the Quran. There is an addition
Yes.
also in the bracket, for example, Ma anta bi ni'mati rabbika bi majnoon. From the nema of your Lord, you are indeed not majnoon. Agree?
Yes.
Ma anta bi ni'mati rabbika bi majnoon. Yes?
Yeah.
So in the bracket, bi ni'mati rabbika. What is rabbika? Your Lord.
Your Lord.
Yes?
Your Lord.
That from the blessings or from the mercy of your, and the nema is the blessing. So from the blessing of your Lord, you are indeed not majnoon. Okay. So let me show you something from the Quran. Okay. For example, if we go to Surah Baqarah and let's see if I can show you this. Okay, so Surah Baqarah, I was going to go 2, not 1. Okay, come on. What's going on? Okay. Inna lazina kafaru, this one, and then over here, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَن يَقُولُ آمَنَّا. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that, and the people are some who say, we believed. Believed in what? Billahi, in Allah, وَبِالْ يَوْمِ الْآخِرِ, and in the last day. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, there are people who claim that they believe in Allah and in the day, the last day, akhirah. وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ, but not they are
Believers.
at all. Isn't that emphasis?
Yeah, B.
So if you just focus on ma hum bimu'minin, so do we see the letter of negation? No.
Yeah.
Hum, our mubtada, which is a detached pronoun, hum can be our mubtada, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And B is the letter of ta'kid, mu'minin. Now, mu'minin is
Plural.
nasab. Is it nasab or jar?
Nasab.
Jar.
Okay.
Yes. It
Okay,
should
why
be
do
jar
you
because
not-
of the rule.
Right. So use your simple technique. The moment you see the harf jar, the only status you're thinking of after that is jar. No need to even calculate.
Yeah.
The moment you see harf jar, mu'minin is the jar status. But this is the live example from the Quran that the thing I'm telling you, that the way you make emphasis, you say ma anta bi majnoonin. Similarly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, these people who are claiming to be mu'min, they are indeed not mu'min or not mu'min at all. See, the emphasis is not at all. See that little thing in the bracket?
Yeah.
You see that? At all.
At all.
Meaning that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is negating their claim. He's saying, no. And the people who know Urdu में हम कहेंगे hargiz नहीं.
Hargiz nahi.
Yes.
Okay? वो hargiz मुमिन नहीं है.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I hope that drives the point home, and let's continue with this. So any questions so far? Any confusion? I think it's pretty straightforward, very simple concept. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And especially simple because now we have learned slowly, so many things. Nothing is new here. Nothing is surprisingly outside of the box. Everything we have
Brother
looked
Abed,
at.
question.
Yes.
If we add B with ma, bima anta majru. What will happen?
No, that is something different. There is
Okay.
no bima. That is something different. We are talking about
Yeah,
that if
I
you have.
understand. I understand
Yes.
that.
Okay. Good.
Because
All right.
there
So
are
let's.
ayat
Inward.
in Quran
Yeah,
Pak
so-
where it says bima.
Yes, that the bima is different. Okay.
Okay.
That bima is different. Okay. So now let's look at some examples together so that we can get more details. Al-Muslimu kazibun. The Muslim is a liar, liar, right?
Yeah.
So we want to say that no, he's not. So we're gonna say al-Muslimu mal Muslim.
We lost you again.
Okay. The moment we want to say no, he's the Muslim is not a liar, then what do you say? Mal Muslimu kaziban.
Brother, I have
Kazibun.
a question here. So where we can differentiate between that we can use la and ma.
Okay. What we said that we are not going to talk about the other particles in this lesson. We are only going to
I
focus
just
on
want to
right?
understand
Yes.
that.
Yes, we
what
will
is-
understand it when the time comes. But
Okay,
right now, we are trying to focus on one thing and we are trying to give examples about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So in the first sentence, I am making the negation of that Muslim is a lying person. I'm saying, no, he's not. So by doing that, I have to introduce the letter ma and mal Muslimu kaziban. So kazibun was rafa, yes?
Yeah.
And the ma
Yes.
requires the khabar to be nasab. So is the kaziban nasab version of that?
Yes.
Okay. With the singular nouns, you should not have any problem because it's very simple. Un, an, in. You got it?
Yeah.
Yes? Because
Yes.
the status is pretty straightforward. Now, when we go the dual, it will become al-Muslimani kazibani. So far, this shouldn't be not new to you guys, right? Because now we talk about two Muslims, right? So when we are going to add the ma, the mubtada will not change. It will become mal Muslimani, but we need the nasab version of dual for kazib. Yes? Kazibani will change into kazibaini. Mal Muslimani kazibaini. So that is why knowing the status and how to determine is important. And now you can see that, right?
Yes.
So you knew that after the ma, the khabar will have to go into the nasab. So you need to know the dual, like how to find the status of dual nouns, right? Kazibani, kazibaini, kazibaini. Nasab and jar are both same. But ma requires what status? Nasab. So are we going to say kazibaini? Here is nasab or jar? We're going to say
Nasab.
it is nasab, mashallah. Now look at the plural one. Al-Muslimuna kazibuna. So the only thing changing is the number, right?
Yeah.
From singular, we went into dual and we went into
Plural.
the plural. So then when you do the ma, it will become mal muslimuna kazibina. Yes, because the nasab version of muslimuna is muslimina.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And muslimina is also the rafa version, the jar version. So now I'm using ma, so I'm looking for the nasab version. If there was a ala,
We lost.
the jar version. Lost again?
Mhm.
All right. Sorry. Yeah, the internet looks like it's a problem here. But just let me know. I will repeat myself. Now, so if we change the gender from a male to female, al-Muslimatu kazibatun. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So then the moment you add the ma, it will become mal Muslimatu kazibatan. Nasab, right? Kazibatan, nasab. Al-Muslimatani kazibatani. Same idea. It will become mal Muslimatani kazibataini. Agree? Kazibataini is the nasab version, right? And al-Muslimatu kazibatun. Yes? It will become mal Muslimatu kazibatin. Because kazibatin is for nasab and kazibatin for jar. Any confusion here? Any new stuff? I don't think so.
No.
If you know how to calculate your status and you are very good at it, the number and the gender, then you should not have any problem here. There is nothing new here. So all of a sudden, we started doing review of our status and number. Agree? And gender.
Yes.
Okay. So with this, let's see what else we have. Now, let's try to add the letter ba to it. Mal Muslimu kaziban is already negative, right?
Yeah.
Right. Now we are going to create emphasis in it, right? So this will become Mal Muslimu bi kazi bin. Why kaziban change into kazi bin? Because of the
Nasab
harf
will
jar
turn
ba.
into jar.
Okay. So have I showed you anything new other than just showing the examples for the concept we have cleared earlier?
Yeah.
That ma will make a negative sentence and the khabar will change into nasab. And if you want to create emphasis, you will add the harf jar ba to the khabar, and then that will change the khabar into the status of jar.
Yeah.
Agree? So far, so good?
So
Okay.
far, so good.
Okay, now let's take a look at this one. Mal Muslimani kazi
Baini.
baini. Yes? Then the letter ba will make it Mal Muslimani bikazi baini. No change. But the change is in the first sentence, over here it is the nasab version, and over here it is the jar version.
Jar version.
Yes? But we know that both nasab and jar version
Are same. Looks same.
knowledge, we know even though they look same, but I can tell you over here it is the nasab and over here it is the jar.
Jar.
Yes.
Can you guys also see that now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Good. Alhamdulillah. Please, these are the little fine details which you should be able to determine now because of the knowledge you have. Yeah? Okay. Let's take a look. This one. Mal Muslimuna kazi bina. Yes? It will stay the same. It will just go into Mal Muslimuna bi kazi bina.
Bina.
But the change for an intelligent person or the known or the informed person, this is nasab and this is jar. Remember earlier in the day when I used to talk about this, you said, Brother Abid, how would we know whether it is a nasab or jar when they look the same? And I used to say that one day will come, you will be able to identify that by the context of the sentence. Yeah. So now, because of the context of the sentence, if you know the rules, Mal Muslimuna kazibina is nasab. Mal Muslimuna bi kazibina is jar. Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Then same thing for the female, Mal Muslimatu kazibatan. And if you make emphasis, it will become Mal Muslimatu bi kazibatin. Any surprise? No surprise. Okay. Mal Muslimatani kazibataini. Right? There will be Mal Muslimatani bi kazibataini. Yes?
Yeah.
And Mal Muslimatu kazibatin. Letter ba, and then Mal Muslimatu bi kazibatin. Nasab jar.
Jar B is not.
Yes. Okay. So, mashallah, there are 15 people listening to me. And I hope that most of you or all of you, inshallah, are following this. Okay.
Inshallah.
So, inshallah. So let me quickly ask questions so that I can understand that you guys are following along. So,
Yes.
what are the particles of negation? What we saw earlier.
Ma.
So, Brother Afzal, what are the particles of negation?
Brother, it's ma, la, laisa, lata, in.
Lata. In, mashallah. Very good. Now, the one we are learning right now is which one?
Ma.
Ma. And what does it do It comes with a nominal sentence, right? Ma.
Yeah.
So what are the rules you have picked up by seeing the example so far?
Well, basically, it makes it negative and makes from,
Salihun.
yeah,
Yeah.
it
Okay.
changes jar to nasab in the ism.
Jar to nasab.
Yeah.
From
Makes
why
the
from? No.
nominal sentence
Yeah.
changes to nasab from jar.
No. Your details is wrong because the nominal sentence does not change. A certain part of the nominal sentence change.
Changes mubtada to nasab from jar.
No, that's wrong. Because we are not talking about the article of emphasis. We're talking about the particle of negation.
Okay, then it changes khabar to nasab.
Yes, but that is a very important distinction to make.
Yeah,
Because if you are going to use ma and change the mubtada into nasab, then that is wrong, right?
that's wrong, correct. Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying, if I hear you correctly, that ma is a particle of negation.
Correct.
It comes with a nominal sentence. And when it comes with a nominal sentence, it negates the nominal sentence, correct? And it makes the khabar from rafa to nasab.
Yeah. From
Nasab from rafa to nasab.
rafa to nasab or from
Because
jar?
khabar is in a nominal sentence, a khabar is the rafa, right?
Oh, okay.
Yes. The reason you keep saying jar is when you create the emphasis. In the emphasis, you add the letter ba, which is harf jara.
Okay.
And because of that harf jara, the khabar changes again from nasab to jar. So you have to clarify that concept.
Okay. From rafa to nasab.
Yes. So you have to understand your Jumla Ismiya because Jumla Ismiya was our starting point. And Jumla Ismiya has two parts, Mubtada and Khabar.
Correct.
Mubtada and Khabar are both Rafa. Okay.
Yeah.
That is our starting condition. So, but when we add these particles, they change certain things. Inna change the Mubtada and the letter of negation change the Khabar. And what they change? The status of the Khabar. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. So then what happens to Mubtada? Do we still call it Mubtada?
No, we call it ismo. It's ismo ma.
Okay, very good. And what happened to the Khabar?
Khabru ma.
Very good. Jazakallah khair. Brother Abdul, mashallah. Okay, Brother Faiz. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
So can you give me your understanding of the subject matter today, what we discussed?
So we are trying to make a nominal sentence which was positive into a negative.
Very good.
By adding, we can add 5 different words, but right now we are learning ma because it has less rules attached to it. The others have more rules attached to it. So this
Some
is
conditions. Yes, very good.
So this is the most simple one.
Mhm.
And for the example you have in front of us, we have added ba to the sentence and change arifa into nasr to make it positive, make a sentence like positive to negative.
Okay, from
In summary, I guess. That's
okay,
what
so
we're
the
doing.
ma is going to change the status of the khabar, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the inna was changing the status of which part of the nominal sentence?
Inna
Remember?
was changing the subject, like the
Subject.
first.
Very good. That's very good distinction, mashallah. Good. So it was changing the subject, and the ma is changing the khabar.
The khabar or the later
Predicate.
products.
Yes, the predicate if you want to use the English word. Okay, and Qaziban is for example, in this sentence, the top one. The Qaziban is the nasab version, and when you created emphasis in a negative nominal sentence, what did you do?
When I created in the name, I guess I added ba to the
harf jar ba. Yeah, the harf jar ba, right? Yes.
Harf jar, yes.
Yes. And it'll become mal muslimu bi qazibin. So the qaziban change into qazibin for what reason?
Kaziban changes into Kaziban because of the gender.
No, no, not because of the gender.
No. Sorry,
Because of
because of
this
emphasis. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
the emphasis which is harf-jar, right? Harf-jar
Yes.
always forces things to go into the status of jar. Okay, now based on these two brothers' details, I hope the rest of the people get the idea what we are talking about, right? Yes? A quick yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So it was a very short topic and I believe very interesting and very important one as well, because Quran
Yes.
is full of these examples. And I showed you that the Surah Baqarah, we saw the ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Wamal, what was the thing? Wama hum bimuminin. Wama hum bimuminin. They are not at all mumin, even though they are claiming to be mumin. Yeah. So that was a very good example. Right now it's 10:52. Let's meet around 11:02 after 10 minutes. And inshallah, we will continue.
Question, please, sir.
Yes, go ahead. Sir.
Yeah, just wondering what is the Arabic name for negation, the harfe? Is it manfi or what?
Hey.
Nafia?
Nafi.
Huruf Nafia?
And Manfi.
Nafi. Nafia.
Brother Abid, you're breaking again.
Nafia or Nafi. Nafia.
Oh,
Okay. So somebody says Manfi. Manfi is another word for negative or minus subtraction. Anyways, let's come back and then we'll continue and we will use our other tools to look into more details. Yeah. Okay. So see you in 10 minutes, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum
Walaikum
assalam.
assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum as-salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, let me know when you're back so that I can talk about this new concept.
Brother Abid,
Ji, brother.
the Ma and Ba concept, when the Prophet was asked to recite, that was his jawab. Ma ana biqari.
Okay,
Right?
right. Yeah, that was one of the sentences.
So
Alhamdulillah. That's very good. Okay, is everybody back yet? Can I start the concept now? Just give me a quick nod.
Yes.
Yes, I'm
Okay, good. Jazakallah. So, Sister Homa, the word is Nafia, as Sister Lubna was saying, that Nafia is something for Nafi. Nafi means negative. And the Ma was one of the article or particle. Now we're talking about in a special one, Lai Nafi Jins. So in the Arabic books, you will get this title, Lai Nafi Jins. And Brother Ijaz, here is your law right here. See this law, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we call it a Lai Nafi Jins, but there are certain conditions for that. What are those conditions? That for an ism, which is mansoob, and it is nakira, and it has no tanween. So if you see Allah before a ism, and that ism has these three qualities, that it is nasab, and it is nakira, and it's tanween, then we know that la is known as Lai Nafi Jins. Any questions on that? Okay, so these are the rules of the grammar, that if you see a la before an ism, and the ism has these three characteristics, then that la will be called Lai Nafi Jins. And what is the purpose of this? For example, we have this word, La Raiba Fi, in the Quran, in the very beginning, Surah Baqarah, the second verse, Zalikal Kitabu La Raiba Fi. Fihi. Yes? Are you guys with me? Okay.
Yeah.
So you see that after the la, there is a raiba. Raiba is a noun,
Yeah.
meaning doubt.
Yeah.
Raiba means doubt. Is this ism singular?
yes.
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 So the status is nasab.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Is it nakira?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
And is there any tanween on it?
No.
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 So this la is called Lai Nafi Jins. What is it called?
Lai Nafi
Lai
Jins.
Nafi Jins.
Okay. If there was no la here, then it would be Raiba Fihi. Brother Javed, I think I can see your family in the background. I can hear them. Maybe you can mute yourself, Javed. Okay. Somebody else have somebody in the background, so they can mute themselves, please. Okay. So while I'm at it, let's take a look at this verse together. Okay, so can you see the screen? Okay. So over here, Alif Lam Mim, second verse is Zalikal Kitabu La Raiba. Yes?
Brother
No
Abid,
doubt. Yes.
do you mind
Yes.
repeating just like the first page where you talked about this line of evidence? Can you just repeat that?
This
for,
one?
Like yes,
This one?
please.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So I said there is a concept called Lai Nafi Jins. Okay. This is a special kind of law. It comes before a ism.
Okay.
But when that ism is coming before has three qualities. And it is no tanween. Yeah. So
Yes.
for example, La Raiba Fihi. So this raiba is an ism. It is mansoob. It is nakira, and there is no tanween on it. So
Okay.
far clear?
Yes.
And then this la will be known as la Nafi Jins. And it has a very special purpose. When I say doubt, if I want to completely go opposite of doubt, what will be that thing? No doubt,
No. Or
no
sure.
doubt at all,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? There is no such thing as doubt.
Mhm.
So when you want to create that feeling, when you want to create that impression in the reader's mind, that if the moment he or she saw the word raib, meaning there is doubt,
Mhm.
so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking that doubt out of the picture from the very beginning by using the la Nafi Jins, that there is no doubt in this book. There is no such thing as a doubt in this book. There is no doubt at all. Now you see, this
Yes.
law is how it is trying to express. And that's the verse I was showing you from the Quran, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Zalikal kitabu la rayba fi. So if you just use it, there is no doubt, it doesn't give you the feeling, it doesn't give you the depth of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying here, that there is no doubt at all. There is no doubt of any kind. The doubt does not exist. You see, I have completely negated the meaning of the ism raib. Follow?
Yeah.
Okay, so you will find this la Nafi Jins in the Quran at many places, and if you recognize the ism after it as mansoob, nakira, and it's no tanween, then it will be called la Nafi Jins. Some more example will be la asima. Surah Nuh, when the story of Nuh alayhi salam, when Nuh alayhi salam told his son, when there was the flood, that come on my boat, he said, no, I will climb on the mountain and it will save me. And then he said the word la asim al yawm, that today nothing will save you other than the order of Allah. La zilla. Zilla is what? Shadow. The you know what zilla is?
Shadow.
Yeah.
Shadow.
Shade.
So
Shade.
la zilla mean no shadow whatsoever. Totally negating whatever you know the meaning of the ism. After using the la Nafi Jins, it will go completely negative. Got it? Okay. And similarly, the best example, the classic example is La ilaha illallah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now if you read it, it says, you get the depth of it. There is no God of whatsoever nature other than Allah. There is no other God at all. You see that?
Yeah.
There is no other Allah exist at all. So this la Nafi Jins completely erases the meaning of the word by oblivion. Making sense? I hope that you guys can appreciate this concept, and it gives you a new dimension when you're reading Quran and you know that this la Nafi Jins, then you understand that what this means. Okay. All right. Okay. So I want to go back to a very dear concept.
Before we go ahead, so this is completely different from what we learned from negation.
Yes. Yes, negation was different, and this was a special concept called la Nafi Jins, and it is a very important concept. And now, if you know the meaning of it and the implication of it, then when you read it, you will receive the information in a little different manner. Yeah, yeah. Okay, because if you say la raiba, no doubt, yes, it's a negative sentence, but when you know that is a la Nafi Jins, you're completely negating the meaning of that. You're killing the whatever the meaning was, you're completely washing it off. Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now,
Brother
there
Abed,
is,
with
yes.
this law, there's like there's no like change, or there's no other rules attached to it, like whatever.
The only rules we are supposed to identify that it is an ism, it is nakira, it's already in the status of nasab, and there is no tanween.
Okay. Okay.
Right? That's why I gave you that chart, that if you identify those three conditions before the law, and it's an ism. So if after the law there was a verb, does that apply?
No.
No. right? So then we know that I gave you a special kind of lie Nafi Jins, and I gave you the details about it in a very short and simple way. So that, and when you get advanced level, maybe you can look into it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, something Murakab Izafi we have been talking about all along. Yes. So
Yeah.
time has come that we go and learn a little bit more in detail. Brother Ijaz, you had a question?
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Murakab Izafi, what do we know about Murakab Izafi? If you want to know the English names, it is possessed and possessor. Mudaf and Mudafun ilayh. Possessed and possessor. Yeah. So it is used to convey a possession, a relationship between two nouns, also referred to as al-idafa. If you read an Arabic book, and if you get the concept of al-idafa, moment I say Murakab Izafi, two things come in my mind: Mudaf and Mudafun ilayh.
Yeah.
So far, so good. Now, this was the question Brother Shabazz asked me yesterday. I want to show you something here in my iPad. Man, this always asks me to install it. Let's see. Okay. Give me a quick second. It's installing. Okay, good. All right. Now, do you guys remember this slide from last class?
Yeah.
Okay. So I said we have these murakabat. Murakab Jari, Murakab Ishari, Murakab Tosifi, Murakab Izafi.
Yes.
What is one thing we want to tell us? That they have partners. Harf jar, ism majroor. Are they partners? Are they two parts of the murakkab? Yeah. Okay. So how do we know what are the rules for these? These two partners, they make rules for each other.
Yes.
In Murakab Jari, Harf jar dictates to the ism, second partner, that you will always stay in the status of jar. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the rule number for Murakab Jari. The Murakab Jari, they both of them make agreement with each other. In order to stay together, they said, okay, like husband and wife, they said, we will make an agreement. So over here, let's say if Harf jar is the wife and Ism Majroor is the husband. So the wife is saying to the husband, you will always stay in the status of jar. Agree? Then we have a marriage. Otherwise, we are no good. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Just to give you an example so that it can stick, because we understand that relationship better than others, right? Similarly, Murakab Ishari has two partners, Ismo Ishara and Musharun ilayh, right? So Musharun ilayh in Murakab Ishari, let's say, is the husband. And in this relationship, the husband is saying to the wife, hey, you will follow me all four properties of the noun. If I am male, you're male. If I am Rafa, you're Rafa. If I am singular, you're singular. If I am, what do you call, Marifa, then you're Marifa. Making sense?
Yes.
Okay. So Murakab Jari, Harf jar is dictating to the partner the rule. In Murakab Ishari, the second partner, Musharun ilayh, is okay.
Brother,
Yes.
you
Whatever you
I
said,
know, I know.
we didn't hear.
I think my screen went back.
We are just guessing what you said.
Okay, 1 second. Looks like it dropped. The
Internet is not
internet
stable.
is today. Yeah, I'm trying to connect again. Come on. Yeah, it's taking long.
We could hear you now.
Yeah, but I'm trying to, can you see the screen? I still see the iPad?
Yes, I
We
can-
still
we
see
can
the
see
iPad,
that.
yes.
Okay, good. So Murakab Ishari, the Musharun alayh says, yes, go ahead.
We just didn't hear what you said last, like your last
Okay.
thing, whatever you said.
Last
yes.
end was that in the Murakab Ishari, Musharun alayh said to the partner that you are going to follow me in all four properties of the noun. What are the four properties of the noun?
Gender, status,
Number,
number,
yes.
gender,
Type,
Status and type. Yeah. Shabazz, I can see your video. Maybe you want to turn it on. Okay. So Murakab Tosifi, both partners are living in Canada. Okay. They're saying we are husband, wife, but we are equal. So we do together whatever we do. So both husband and wife listening to each other in all four properties of the noun. Got it? Got it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, good.
Even they're making change of the gender, that's accepted, yes. Yeah.
Well, the example I'm using is just to create a little fun and humor, and also a little bit of a picture in your mind. But obviously, if a husband and wife and a Muslim husband and wife, they have to be male, female. So let's just not worry about that. But you get the idea that in harf jar, the harf jar is more dominant, asking ism majroor to be jar. Ismun ishara, musharun alayh say, listen to me, follow me. Mawsuf and Sifa, they say will follow each other. Don't worry about it, we are equal. In Mudaf, Mudafun ilayh is the possessor of Mudaf. Follow? Mudafun
Yes.
ilayh is the owner of Mudaf. But they still have some rules. Mudaf has certain rules and Mudafun ilayh has certain rules. Got it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Today, I'm going to give you those additional rules or the agreement between Mudaf and Mudafun ilayh with the help of examples. Are you excited to hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. So for that, I shared this document with you, I think a long time ago. So in a Mudaf and Mudafun ilayh situation, one is possessing the other. So the possessed is called Mudaf and the possessor is called Mudafun ilayh. Any questions on this concept yet?
No.
No. Okay, good. So look at this. Kitabu Bilalin. Kitabu Bilalin. Now, who is the possessed here?
Bilal.
Bilal. And who is the possessor?
Oh, Bilal is the possessor.
Bilal.
Your brother, sorry, brother Ijaz. Kitab is the possessed.
Possessor. Yeah.
Possessor is Bilal. Bilal is the
Bilal.
owner. Yes? Okay. So these are the rules. Mudaf can take any case ending as the need be. What does that mean? Case ending mean it can have any status. It can be kitabu, kitaba, kitabi. Okay, just using the word because the other rule for mudaf is it cannot have tanween. Never takes tanween. So this mudaf and mudafin ilayh, they're making rules for each other. So mudaf says, I can take any Arab, I can take any status. I can be rafa, I can be nasab, I can be jar. But if there is no tanween, so we are going to say kitabu, kitaba, kitabi. So far so good?
Yeah.
And there will be no al. So it is always going to be
Nakira.
nakira. Yeah. So kitabu will never be al-kitab. There will be no al on mudaf. Are we good with that information?
Yeah.
On the other hand,
we cannot say al-kitabu Bilalin.
al-kitabu bilalin is not possible. Okay. On the other hand, the possessor said, I'm always going to be in the status of rafa. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the second reason for something to be in a status of rafa? The number one reason is the harf jar. The second reason is when it is mudafun ilayh. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then there is no condition of about al. It can have al. You see, Bilalin is marifa. Yes, already proper, right?
Yes.
And al-mudarrisi is proper. Yes.
Yes.
Status of jar. Yes. Tanween, okay. Bilalin, tanween is okay. Follow?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So look at this. Kitabu Bilalin, Murakab Izafi. Mudaf, Mudafin Ilayhi. Maktabu or Maktabul Mudarrasi. The table, the teacher's table. Mudaf, Mudafin Ilayhi. The teacher.
Yeah, it
Yes.
can be nakira or marfa both.
Okay. Now look at this case ending and try to understand the case ending. Case ending mean the Arab, the status. Okay. In the first sentence, Maktabul Mudarrisi. What is the status of Mudaf?
Marfa, Rafa.
Rafa.
Yeah, Rafa.
Yes. Rafa, right? You guys see that is Rafa.
Yes.
Now, what do we know about Inna? That Inna, when it comes, it makes the ism coming after it into
Mansub.
Nasab. So Maktabu will become Maktaba.
Maktaba.
Inna Maktabal Mudarrisi. Did any change happen to Mudarrisi?
No.
No. Because what are the rules? That the Mudaf said, I can take any status I like to have. That's the part of the agreement between Mudaf and Mudaf. Are you guys following this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now look at this. As soon as I add a harf jar, what happened? Ala maktabil mudarrisi.
It becomes
On
majroor.
the teacher's table. So what happened to maktab? From rafa, it changed to nasab, changed to majroor.
Yes.
It's all allowed. But guess what happened to mudafun ilayh? It did not change at all.
Yes.
So the point I'm trying to drive home, that mudafun ilayh can have any status depending on the condition. So as soon as you add inna requires
Nasab.
change to nasab. Harf jar requires change to jar.
Yeah.
And this is all we have learned so far. So there is no confusion and no surprise here. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, over here, Kitabut Talibi. Is Talibi Marifa?
Yes.
Okay. But look at this, Kitabu Talibin. So the condition is it can have al and it can also become without an al. So Marifa, Nakira.
Yeah.
Mudafun ilayh can be either Marifa or Nakira.
Yeah.
Okay. No change to Mudaf here because we did not introduce anything. But if I said Inna Kitabut Talibi, then it will become Inna Kitaba.
Kitaba. Kitaba
Okay.
talibi.
Yes. So far, so good. Okay. Look at these examples based on the rules we have learned. Kitabun Bilalin. Correct?
Wrong. Kitabu Bilalin.
So Kitabun Bilalin. Read the line number 1.
Wrong.
Kitabun Bilalin. Is it correct?
Wrong.
No.
Wrong. Why is it wrong? Because tanween
tanween.
on mudaf.
Yeah.
No tanween should be there. Mudaf cannot have
Not
tanween.
have tanween. Kitabu bilali.
Kitabu Bilalin will be the right one, right? Now, al-Kitabu Bilalin, we put al on mudaf. Are we allowed to put al on mudaf?
No. No.
No.
No. Okay, good. Kitabu Bilalun.
No.
Wrong.
Mudafun ilayh cannot be other than jar. Agree? So wrong.
Yeah.
Kitabu Bilalan, can mudaf ilayh be in the nasab?
No.
No.
No. Kitabu Bilalin.
That
Is that making sense? That is
Yes.
the correct version. So after seeing all the details, I think you should be very, very clear on this. Yes? Okay. Before we move on, let's do a quick test. Sister Homa, what are the two parts of Mudaf and Mudafun ilayh? I mean, Murakab Izafi. What are the two parts?
Mudaf and Mudaf ilayh.
Very good. And what are the English names for them? Mudaf and Mudafun ilayh is, how would you define Mudaf?
Possessed and possessor.
Okay, but who's possessed? Mudaf is possessed. Yes,
Yeah, Mudaf is
possessed. And
Mudaf
Mudafun
is-
ilayh is the possessor.
Possessor.
Very important to know that. Yes,
Yeah.
good job. Sister Uneza,
Yes.
what is, when you think about Murakab Izafi, what feeling or what impression coming to your mind, that what are you dealing with here?
Basically, Mudaf has certain rules that you have to follow.
No, no. Before you get to the rule,
Okay, sorry.
as soon as somebody says Murakab Izafi, al-Idafa, what comes in your mind, that what are you going to see now?
With Mudaf and Mudaf ilayh,
Yes.
you will see like as a possession
Very good. Possession or relationship.
relationship.
Yes. So
Yes.
next time, I want you all to program your brain. As soon as you heard the word Idafa or Murakab Idafi, you are going to see a relationship or possession of two nouns. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
One noun be the possessor of the other noun. Yes? Now we come to the rules. Brother Ijaz, give me the rules of Mudaf. The rules of Mudaf, Brother Ijaz.
Just hang on. I lost that.
Okay. Brother Falak, the rules of Mudaf, please.
Oh, rules of the Mudaf,
Yes.
that
We looked at like a minute ago, right?
Mhm.
If you can't give me all three rules, give me at least one of them.
Actually, when it is in
Okay.
it is a halat, it is in a condition of rafa.
No, that's not a rule. Okay. Brother Javed.
Actually,
Brother Javed, can you give me one rule of Mudaf, please?
okay, now I can tell you.
Yes,
go ahead.
I can start with the Mudaf alayh. So we are talking about the
The
Mudaf.
rules of Mudaf, only Mudaf rules, yes.
It is possessed. So
Yeah.
it can take any status.
Very good. So it can take any status. What
One
does that
rule I
mean?
can
Can you
tell.
explain? 1 second, Brother Falak, I'm coming to you. So
Rafa nasab jar.
Rafa Nasab and Jar. Very good. Jazakallah, Brother Javed. Okay, Brother Falak, go ahead.
Is the
Yeah, one
it
rule
cannot
is
take any
One at a time, guys. Brother Falak is speaking.
Okay.
the rule is that Mudaf, the al cannot be on the Mudaf.
Jazakallah. So there is no al on Mudaf. So one rule is, Brother Javed said, the Mudaf can take any status. It can be Rafa Nasab or Jar. Brother Falak says it cannot take al. Sister Lubna, what is the third rule of Mudaf?
No tanween.
No tanween. So now everybody, we should be focused on this. Mudaf, no al, no tanween, and it can take any status. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Brother Shabazz.
Brother,
Mudafun
can
ilayh.
I ask you one
Yes,
question,
yes,
please?
yes. Yes, Brother Faiz. Go ahead.
When you say the third rule, when you say it can take any form, what does, like, so you're saying it cannot have tanween, it cannot have mudaf. So can you just explain that when you say it can take any?
So remember this slide we just looked at?
Yeah.
That we took this example, Maktabul Mudarrisi.
Yeah.
The translation is the teacher's table, the
Yeah.
table of the teacher.
The teacher.
Okay. So what is the status of Maktabu?
Maktabu is jar.
Why would say is jar? Are you looking at the screen by any chance?
Yes, yes. Oh, sorry, Maktabu.
It's Rafa. Yes.
It's a maktab is a noun. So
Brother Faiz, if you're looking at the screen,
yes.
the status is given right there.
Marfa.
Yeah. Not Marifa. No. Marifa is not the status. Marifa is the type, right? Proper or
Type.
nakir, right? Marfu, right? Do you see the word written marfu here?
Yeah.
Okay. So marfu means that maktabu is Rafa.
Right.
Yes? Rafa,
Yes.
because it's singular. And singular nouns, you look at the last letter, and if you see a dhamma, you know it's a Rafa noun. Yes?
Right. Okay.
Okay. So now this is Mudaf, right?
Yes.
Able is the possessed.
Yes.
And is possessed by who? The teacher. So
Yes.
we're talking about the rules of the possessed, the Mudaf.
Right.
Now, if you introduce inna before the maktab, what does the inna does to the noun coming after it?
Now it changes it to a nasr. It
Nasr.
becomes mansub.
So that is what we are saying, that Mudaf can take any status depending on the condition.
Oh,
It
I
can
understand
change.
now.
Yes, it can change from Rafa to Nasab. And the moment we see harfe jar, it changes into the jar.
Jar.
Okay, so these are the rules of Mudaf. Yeah.
Yes.
And over here, we said it can take any case ending, never takes tanween, and is marifa or nakra depending on mudafun ilayh. This is something we'll discuss later, but you get the idea now what we are talking about.
Yes,
okay.
Thank you for explaining. Sorry, I
No
wasn't
problem.
clear on.
No problem. And that is why this example explains the rules. When we said kitabun bilalin is wrong because mudaf cannot have tanween.
Yeah.
Yes. Al-kitabu bilalin, wrong because al cannot be on the mudaf.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then marfu kitabu bilalun, mudafun ilayh cannot be rafa. It has to be jar. So that's what these things are explaining. Okay, mudafun ilayh. Brother Naseeb, give me one rule of mudafun ilayh.
It can have al or it can have tanween. It can be nakira, marifa.
Okay. So I asked you for one rule, but you just gave me everything. You don't want anybody else to answer, huh? Is that what you're saying, Brother Naseeb?
No, sorry.
No worries. Okay, Brother Afzal, can you give me one rule of mudafun ilayh?
It is always in status of jar.
Very good. What else do you know about mudafun ilayh?
It can
Information coming to
it can take tanween, it could be nakra or it could be marfa.
MashaAllah. But what is mudafun ilayh?
Mudaf alayh is basically possessor, owner.
Possessor. Okay, he's the owner. Very good job. Jazakallah. Let's see. Okay. Shahbaz, do you want to answer some question for me?
Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell me the moment you think or you heard about mudafun ilayh, mudaf and Murakab Izafi, al-Idafa, what comes to your mind?
Like what do you mean?
Okay. As soon as you heard about Murakab Izafi, if somebody says Murakab Izafi, what information is going to come in your mind?
It's kind of being in relationship.
Okay. Can you explain further? Explanation, relationship in what sense, or how would you explain that relationship?
One of them is possessor and the other one is possessed.
Okay. Brother Taj, can you tell me what is the status of mudafun ilayh?
Mudafin alayh is jar.
Jar. Okay. And what is the status of mudaf?
Mudaf is nasab.
Mudaf is nasab. Is that the only status it can take?
All the stations it can take.
It can what?
It can take rafa, nasab,
and jar. So, but why you said that it's nasab in the beginning then?
Because I was thinking that.
Okay, that's fine. So next time when I ask you, you can say it can take any status. Sister Amirun Nisa, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah.
So have you been following us all along?
Yes. Alhamdulillah.
You've been very quiet this this session. What happened? You don't want to talk to us?
Not like that.
I just joking with you. So, Sister Amira Nisa,
Yes.
when we say Murakab Izafi, what information comes to your mind? Murakab Izafi, as soon as you heard the word Murakab Izafi, what information is coming to your mind?
Exactly. It shows a relationship between
Okay, good, very good. It's starting
relationship
very good.
between nouns. Yeah.
Okay, so relationship between nouns, that's even better, right? So in such a way that one noun is the possessor of the
Of other.
other. So the one which is possessed, we call it in Arabic
Mudaf. Mudaf.
Mudaf. And the possessor is the
Mudaf ilayhi.
two rules about Mudaf ilayhi.
Mudaf ilayhi. It is always in the status of jar.
Jazakallah. Okay.
And
What else?
It can be definite or indefinite.
Very good job. Jazakallah khair. Mashallah. No, thank you very much. So now I believe that you've been with us all along. Okay. Thank you. Jazakallah khair. Okay. Now, who else I missed? Sister Homa, did I ask you a question yet?
You did, but you can test me again.
I can test you again. Okay, let's look at some more examples. Kitabu man. Now over here, man is mudafun ilayh. Book of who? Yeah.
Yes.
So even they're saying even though man is mudafun ilayh, it does not have kasra. Okay. And the reason it's not kasra is mabni. And mabni means, remember there are words like Musa, and they all stay Musa, Musa, Musa in all three statuses.
Yes.
Making sense?
Yes.
So man here is the same kind of word. So you were not going to say man in three different format. It will always going to be man. But when it's kitabu man, what is the status of man?
It should be jar because it's mudaf ilayh.
That's all I want to hear. So you don't focus on anything else. As soon as you see that it's mudafun ilayh, the very first sentence come out of your mouth regarding a status is a jar. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's look at this one. Masjidu Rasulillahi. You see what happened here? This is a little bit complex. We're not going to dwell on it right now, but just wanted to give you an idea that you can have a simple mudafun ilayh and you can have a complex mudafun ilayh. Masjid of the Prophet of Allah.
Yes.
So there are two mudaf and two mudafun ilayh. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Yes. So Masjidu Rasuli, first pair, mudaf and mudafun ilayh. Mosque of the Prophet. And then Rasul is also possessed by Allah. So Rasuli, Rasulullahi. So what happened here? Masjidu Rasuli Allahi. You see? So Masjid is mudaf. For the first pair, Rasul is mudafun ilayh. But for the second pair, Rasul become mudaf and Allah become mudafun ilayh. Please tell me that you guys can see this. You can see this big picture.
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, okay, good. Okay, these are some examples from the Quran. Iza ja'a nasrullahi. What is Nasrullah? Help of Allah.
Help of Allah.
So help is, yes. So Nasr, and also what is Mudafun ilayh? We know Mudaf comes first, Mudafun ilayh comes after that. So the order is Mudaf comes first, Mudafun ilayh comes after that. So Nasru is the Mudaf. Allahi is Mudafun ilayh. Yes? Okay, now let's apply the rules. Nasru, does it have al?
No.
Does it have tanween?
No.
No.
No. So it is a good candidate for Mudaf.
Yes.
Yes. Now, is the status of Nasr is Rafa, Nasab or Jar?
Rafa.
Rafa. And Allahi, is it mudafun ilayh?
Yes.
Is it in the status of jar?
Yes.
There is al there?
Yes.
Yes, because the harf, Allah is a harf lafz jalala, and it has the al in it right away. Okay. Qul a'udhu bi rabbin nas. Bi rabbin nas. Over here, if, for example, if you, let me just help you out with this. Let's say if I open my notepad and what I'm trying to do here is look at this. Just look at Rabbin Nas. Don't look at the ba. So is Rabbi, is there tanween on there?
No.
No. Is there, what do you call, al there?
No.
Okay. An-Nasi is in the status of jar?
Yes.
Okay. And is there al over there?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And the translation is Rabbin Nas, Lord of mankind. Okay. Rab of people, right?
Yes.
So is it Rab is mudaf
Yes.
and An-Nasi is mudafun ilayh?
Yes.
When you have this shadda and you have this kasra underneath, so it's called bi Rabbi. Yes, Rabbi. It's a jar. Is the status is jar?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now look at this. Is this letter ba here harf jar?
Yes.
So Rabb will be Rabbi.
Yes.
Why will be Rabbi?
Because
Because
of the
harf jar will force it to be in the status of
Majroor.
jar. Yes. So then look at this. Bi Rabbi, Rabbin Nas. Because of this letter, ba, we have to do. Sorry. Okay. So if this was Rab, can we have Rabbun Nas if there was no letter ba?
Yeah, you can.
Right? Can we have Rabban Nas?
Yes.
Yes. So that is the point I'm trying to make.
Yes.
That Mudaf can take any
Status.
status, but when we saw the harf jar, the now is majroor. Okay, status. If there was no letter of jara, yes. If there was no jar, then it would have been any status. Could have been any status, right?
Yeah.
What's going on? Not working. Okay, 1 second. Come on. Okay. So I was saying, if we don't think about the letter ba, this could have been Rabbi, Rabbu, Rabba. You guys able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So this is Murakab Jari and along with Murakab Izafi. Okay. All right. Allahu Nurus Samawati wal Ardi. Okay. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. So is Nur, can I call Nur Mudaf? Is there any al on it?
No.
Any tanween?
No.
No. Good job. And look at this. As-samawati. Forget about Ardi for now. Nurus Samawati. What is the translation of Nurus Samawati? The light of the heavens. As soon as you see the light off, is there a relationship? Is there a possessor and a possessor?
Yes.
Okay. As-samawati is a mudafun ilayh?
Yes.
Yes, because it's in the status of
Jar.
Nur mudaf ilayh, no tanween, no al. Agree?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a nominal sentence, by the way? Allahu Nuru Samawati wal Ard. Who is the mubtada?
Allah.
Allah is mubtada. Why?
No.
No. Who said no?
It is Allah.
Noun.
Noun.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm saying, is Allah mubtada? That's my question.
Yes.
Isn't
Yes.
mubtada supposed to be a noun? Okay.
Yes.
Is it a nominal sentence?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. It is a nominal sentence. If it is a nominal sentence, am I, required to find mubtada? So what will be my mubtada?
Allah.
Allahu.
Allah, because mubtada is supposed to be the first one, right?
Yes.
What are the conditions of mubtada? What are the conditions of mubtada? Is it rafa?
Rafa.
Yes.
Yes.
And is it marifa?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. And nuru samawati wal ardi, is it mudaf mudafun ilayh?
Yes.
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 Right. So my khabar is nuru.
No.
Wal ard. The.
Cut off.
Even in the
Brother Abid,
English
we lost
sentence,
you.
I have explained. Okay, sorry. I said even in the English, I have said anything before the is the mubtada, and anything after the is the khabar. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So Allah is the light of the heavens, and the earth is the khabar. Yes.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, good. Hazihi nakatullahi. Hazihi nakatullahi. What does that mean? This is the she camel of Allah.
Camel of Allah.
Okay. So what about nakatullahi? Is it? Can you see the nakatullahi is
Mudaf,
mudaf?
mudaf.
Okay. So naka is no al, no tanween. Allahi mudafun ilayh in the status of jar. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Look at this one. Muhammadun Rasulullahi. Okay. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is the messenger of Allah. Rasulullahi mudaf mudafun ilayh. Okay. Muhammadun jumla ismiya, nominal sentence, mubtada, Rasulullahi khabar, Murakab Izafi.
And Brother Abid, the one before that one, the hazihi would be mubtada. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. That's right. Hazihi. Yes, because it's isme ishara. Okay. Lahum darus salami. Look at darus salami. Dar is home, and salam is safety. So how home of safety? Is it possession and possessed? Possessor and possessed?
Yeah.
Daru mudaf, as-salami mudafun ilayh. Okay. Now is Muhammad lahum darus salami? Is it jumla ismiya?
Yes.
Is this a nominal sentence?
Yes.
Okay, good. But here, what is lahum?
For him.
Allahum is
For them.
la is harfijar and hum is
Murakab Jari.
Murakab ishari. Murakab jari, sorry. Murakab jari, right?
jari.
Yeah.
Yes.
Murakab Jari.
In a nominal sentence, what are the three parts? Mubtada,
Khabar and mutaliq.
Khabar
Khabar.
and mutaliq. Mutaliq is normally jar majroor.
Yes.
Yes. So over here, do we see khabar or do we see a jar majroor? Mutaliq khabar.
Jar.
Jar majroor. And Darus Salami will be
Khabar.
mubtada. Mubtada, not khabar.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the order is changed, and we will talk about that soon, inshallah. But over here, lahum is the mutaliq khabar, because in a nominal sentence, the jar they become the substitute khabar. Okay, in a nominal sentence, there is a mubtada, there is a khabar, and there is mutaliq khabar. When there is no khabar, the mutaliq khabar becomes khabar. Yes? Good.
Brother
Now
Abid,
look at this. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have learned different kind of lam. So one is lam jariya, which has li, and la we learned. What's this lam? Is la?
Okay. This is lam jara, but when we were learning the lam jara, we learned that this lam has a special ruling that when it comes with the attached pronoun, it doesn't take the kasra, it takes the fatha.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so that is one of the slides. If you scroll up, you'll find that rule, inshallah. Okay, now look at this one. Fasbir inna wa'dallahi haqqa. Yeah. Therefore, have patience. Fasbir mean have patience. Inna, is inna the harfe taqid?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So after that, wa'dallahi, the promise of Allah, is that mudaf, mudafun ilayh?
Yes.
Yes.
So is wa'ada, is it mudaf?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No tanween and no
No.
alf.
No.
Because of inna, what is the status of wa'ada?
So
Nasab.
And is Allahi mudafin ilayh?
Yes.
Yes.
Jazakallah khair. And al-haq. So if you forget about fasbir, inna wa'dallahi haq. Do you see here a nominal sentence?
Yes.
Okay. In here, if there is no in, for example, if there is no in, wa'dallahi haqqun. So what is my mubtada?
Wa'dallahi.
Promise of Allah. Yes, is my mubtada?
Yeah.
Okay. And if there is no an, it should have been wa'dullahi. Wa'dullahi. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because mubtada is supposed to be
Rafa.
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 Yes. But because of inna, what happened? It becomes wa'ada. Yes.
Rafa.
Okay. So if the inna comes before the jumla ismiya, what happens to mubtada?
Change to nasab.
Change into nasab. But over here is the Murakab Izafi. And in the Murakab Izafi, only mudaf can change.
Yeah.
So the mudaf is giving the nasab meaning. You see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. But here, wa'dallah will not be known as mubtada. It will be called ismo inna.
No.
Inna.
And khabar will be haqqun. It will be called khabro inna.
No.
Kabro inna.
Alhamdulillah, all the concepts we have learned over from the last few sessions, they're all getting validated right now. Agree?
Inshallah.
Yes, guys,
Yes,
agree?
Alhamdulillah. Yes.
All of this by me trying to navigate and help you recognize, because when you see a big verse, you can get confused. But when you make it a small chunk, then you can see those small things, right?
Yes.
Okay, so anything in red here is Murakab Izafi. Any more doubt about that?
Nope.
No.
More doubt. So can you guys help me retain this information during the week? Maybe just look at the slides one more time and focus and think. Ask yourself these questions. The same way I explained, maybe even copy me, open it on a computer, open the notepad, and try to hide things like the way I was hiding.
Inshallah.
And try to ask yourself this question. This 5 minutes or maximum 10 minutes of exercise will help you retain this information for a long time, inshallah. Got it?
Inshallah.
Okay, let's look at another few. I was going to do the Quran today, but we didn't find the time. But I think whatever we just did right now, this is also from the Quran. So the job is done, alhamdulillah, right? Okay, now let's look at some examples. Muhammadun Rasulullahi. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the messenger of Allah.
Allah.
Is messenger of Allah mudafun ilayh?
Yes.
Yes. And is it my khabar?
Yes.
Khabar, right? So if you have to write as an Arabic student to explain these things to your teacher, you're going to say Muhammadun mubtada. Rasulu khabrun. Because what is the khabar? Khabar is that he is the messenger. And he's the messenger of Allah is the little detail about him. Yes. But the actual khabar is that he is the prophet. He is the messenger. So over here you're going to say mubtada is Muhammadun. Rasulu is khabrun. Wahuwa mudaf. And he is mudaf. Yes. Isn't Rasulu mudaf?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, normally, if there was no Allah here, if the word Allah was hidden, it would have been Muhammadun Rasulun. Yes?
Yes.
Because without the Murakab Izafi, Rasulu can have tanween.
Yes.
Over here is Rasulu because it's Mudaf. The rules of Mudaf making it Rasulu. Yes? And Allah is Mudafun ilayh. So lafzu jalala, mudafun ilayh, majrurun. All the details we have been talking in English and, explaining. Now in Arabic, if you have to explain to an Arabic teacher and you have to write on a examination, Muhammadun. Rasulu khabrun. Wa huwa mudaf. Allah is lafz jalala and is mudafun ilayh and is majrurun. Any of this information new to you now?
No.
Right? So mashallah, you know how to answer these questions in Arabic as well. Okay.
Inshallah.
Kalamut talibi maksurun. The student's pen is broken. What is the khabar? Broken.
Broken.
What is the mubtada? Kalamut talibi, which is a Murakab Izafi. So the mubtada here is Murakab Izafi. Remember that chart? I said Murakab Izafi can be mubtada and Murakab Izafi can be khabar.
Yeah.
In the first sentence, the Murakab Izafi is khabar. Yes? Look at the top sentence. Muhammadun is mubtada, Rasulullah is khabar. Khabar is coming in the form of Murakab Izafi. Agree?
Yeah.
In the second sentence, Kalamut talibi is mubtada and maksurun is khabar. You see?
Yes.
My chart or the examples I have given you in the past, that Murakab Izafi can be khabar or Murakab Izafi can be mubtada. They are all present in these two sentences. Can you see that, guys?
Yeah.
Sister Homa, Sister Unaiza,
Yes.
Yes.
Brother Faiz, are you with me?
Yes, I am. Yes, and I
Okay.
understand.
Okay, good. Jazakallah khair. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, this brings me to the end of the slide, and this yes, and this information is with you guys in the WhatsApp group. So all I want you to do is read it and follow it. Now look at this, the very first page. All these parts, the parts of speech, and all of these subjects which we have covered so far, they are present in this document. There are 77 pages. So anything you are weak on, or you feel that you need to review, just go to that page number and refresh your memory. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So for example, today we looked at Mudafun wa Mudafun Ilayhi. We also looked at the Naat and Man'ut, and maybe you didn't remember, but we did look at it.
Yes.
Yes. We did.
Okay. So please, this is your cheat sheet. It's in the form of pictures, and it has very nicely explained. And I've been using it all along, by the way. May Allah reward the brother who made this document.
Ameen. Ameen. Summa
And
ameen.
we've been just using it, inshallah, and we should make dua for them. And by the way, we're not going to see or talk to each other till next week. So in the Mubarak to everyone ahead of time.
Eid
Yeah,
Mubarak
cutting
to
off
everyone in the group and to a brother Abid also.
Yes. And Yawmul Arafah, inshallah, we are going to fast. And I request that we make dua for each other and we remember the whole ummah. And let's try to make the best of the remaining 10 days, inshallah. So keep me in your prayers. Anything correct I said is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anything wrong I said is completely my fault. May Allah forgive us and accept this effort from us. Subhanallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.